What's going on, everybody? What's going on? It's your boy Seattle Rick 206, aka that boy Rick, aka they call him Slick. We are back with some more Hydro 2D Racing. Hydro 2D Racing. Shout out to the whole team, the Three Amigos Gaming Squad, Kevin Glenn, Bruce Carson, and your boy Seattle Rick 206. We bring you guys Hydro 2D Racing. Hydro 2D Racing. You can go and download it now. H1 Unlimited website. H1 Unlimited website. Scroll all the way down until you see Hydro 2D game. Click that button. Go download this game, y'all. Go download it. It's growing. It's growing. It's pick up and play. Easy to play for all ages. All ages, for all family fun. All family fun. And we want to pay homage and shout out the Hydroplane Raceboat Museum. And we want to shout out the J-Stop outboard program. So I appreciate you guys, man. Please like and share the video. Subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel. You guys are going to start seeing this a lot more. And we are going to bring it to you a different way. We are actually going to bring you some, you know what? we're just going to do it, okay? We're just going to do it. But we're going to start with the 2022 program, and we're just going to move around and see how long we can go. But Hydro 2D Racing brought to you by the Three Amigos Gaming Squad, Bruce Carson, Kevin Glenn, and your boy Seattle Rick 206. I hope you guys enjoy the game. Hope you guys enjoy the broadcast. Let's get to it. I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys. Let's go. 2D Hydro is here to stay. We're gonna let the this first race run. Let you guys get the feel of the footage and the boats, and then we'll move on and catch up to it in the following race in the next race. So y'all just stay tuned, sit tight. Let's get it. 2022 Guntersville APBA Gold Cup. Let's go.
17 seconds right now. It's getting to about time to put your foot on the gas. This is going to be close. Jeff, bring him to the line. The first heat of Unlimiteds.
Guntersville, buckle up. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing American Dumpster Unlimited Heat 1A. Corey Peabody leads them across the line in the Lynx Healthcare in lane number 3. We look to our right, Peabody there first. Peabody, your leader. Villock is there in second. Peabody, Villock, side by side off the turn.
Just like that, we're coming out with side-by-side racing here in Heat 1A, and it is Corey Peabody. Lynx Healthcare got him by a boat length, maybe a boat length and a half. Villock's not gonna go away. J. Michael Kelly and the Miss Tri-Cities is in third, and then it's Bernard knocking on the door, and the Goodman Real Estate in fourth. Top end of the race course. We've got to leave room in there for Dave Villock. Although Dave Villock has control of the course, there's Corey Peabody. Jeff off the top end of the race course. Great racing here in our Heat 1A.
Beautiful deck-to-deck dueling American Dumpster Unlimited 1A. Villock on the inside at 68 years of age, driving like a 28-year-old. Your official leader after lap number 1 is Corey Peabody. Lynx Healthcare. Villock in second, Beacon Plumbing, deck-to-deck racing for third. Kelly to the inside, Bernard to the outside. Back into turn number 1 to begin the H1 season. Villock at 68 years of age is in front, but Peabody is there.
Peabody is right there as they come off the exit pin. Now we talk about that acceleration off that pin, and Dave seems to have it. Looks like one boat. Trust me, Corey is right there. He's knocking on the door right with him. We've got another deck-to-deck duel going on up the backstretch. Jeff Bernard's got about 2 boat lengths on J. Michael Kelly driving out of Tri-Cities. The Goodman Real Estate is out front by 2 boat lengths, but top end of the race course, Beacon Plumbing, the 68-year-old superstar Dave Villwalk slides out to about lane number 3. Still got Corey sitting right on his hip, Jeff.
Little hip check by Dave Villwalk. Look legal from our vantage point. We will come down to get the white flag. Hopefully, yes, white flag is displayed. 2 complete, 1 to go, and now Villwalk extends it out. Oh, and Peabody flew the Lynx Healthcare back in second. Now J. Michael Kelly has moved into third. And Miss Tri-Cities, Jeff Bernard fourth, and Miss Goodman Real Estate, Brad off the turn. Can Villwalk hang on to get 400 points?
It looks like he may be able to do it. He's got about a full rooster tail, but Corey doesn't want to go away. Beacon Plumbing U40. Dave Villwalk showing the dominance of that bright orange boat with the black trim and the dominance and the importance of the inside lane. Corey still hanging right with him, but it's about a rooster tail difference. This race for third is not over. Miss Tri-Cities with J. Michael Kelly and the Goodman Real Estate with Jeff Bernard got their own duel going. Now Dave Villwalk has opened up more water on Corey Peabody. I think Corey lets him go. Checkered flag should fly. Jeff, bring him home.
68 years of age, 67 career wins, 10 gold cups. The checkered flag is out. Dave Villwalk is your winner of American Dumpster Unlimited 1A here at Lake Guntersville. Second place will go to Corey Peabody and the U9 Lynx Healthcare. J. Michael Kelly fought and battled for that third place position, gained superiority halfway through it. Third place to J. Michael Kelly in U8 Miss Tri-Cities. Jeff Bernard, I'm sure he'll be disappointed, Brad. Not the best start that Jeff Bernard could have got, but they did score.
Recordings just got better. Hey, it's Dana from StreamYard. I'm so excited to announce that.
Now they're going to fan out and come down. 16 seconds on my. I watch, Jeff. Looks good. Bring them down.
I think they'll be fine. Shane in 1, Nielsen in 2, King in 3, Guntersville. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, and we're racing in American Dumpster Unlimited 1B. Jimmy King leads him officially across the line in lane number 3 in the Turbinator. We'll look to the inside, and Jimmy Shane takes the lead in Miss Home Street. King in second, Nielsen in third, Brad, Shane in front, King battling in second.
Yeah, King's coming hard in second place, and look at Nielsen in between boats. He's almost dead even with Jimmy King as they come down the backstretch. The start is good. We call it good. Look at the speed from Jimmy King in that piston-powered boat. He's actually moving away from Nielsen in second place. He's got his sights on that blue boat. That is a tall order, but the three of them are all at the top end of the race course together. Oh, and Nielsen got wet in there a little bit. He dropped back, but it's Shane coming off the corner with the lead, Jeff.
Jimmy Shane, your leader. You won Miss Home Street, making a rooster tail and a half over the Turbinator. Lap number 1 complete, 2 to go. Miss Home Street comfortably in front. But here's that thunder of the Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware in second. Jamie Nielsen third, Miss Colleen. All three approaching turn number 1. Jimmy Shane remaining on the buoy row. And Miss Home Street, King continues to chase, and Brad, he's cut into the deficit some exiting the turn.
Yeah, he really really has. He's into the rooster tail there. Keep an eye on Nielsen. He's not out of this yet because he's on that inside track. Jimmy King with the Terminator trying to run down Jimmy Shane up the backstretch. Halfway up there, he's in the rooster tail. It is Jimmy Shane driving a home street. Then it is Jimmy King in the Griggs Presents the Ace Hardware. They're at the top end of the course. Entrance pin at the top end. This is lap number 2. They will come down and pick up the white flag with 1 to go. I'll tell you what, Jeff Ayler, King is not going away.
Shane's lead is evaporating. The Terminator has come to play at the Gold Cup. We will receive the white flag. And now it's down to a full rooster tail. White flag displayed here in American Dumpster Unlimited 1B. And now Jimmy Shane's lead is down to 10 boat lengths. Jimmy King still chasing in second. And Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware. Jamie Nielsen remains in third, and Miss Colleen in turn number 1. Shane short away around on the buoy rose, and here comes the Terminator.
Jimmy King does not want to let him go. This is the white flag lap. That means the checkers are waiting for him. Jimmy Shane has got a right side rear view mirror that is full of red piston power. It's the home street with the lead up the backstretch. Griggs Ace Hardware, second place. He's only about 5, maybe 6 boat lengths back. This is going to be a charge. If King's got anything left, he might surprise Jimmy Shane. I think he surprised all of us with the boat speed he's showing. Top end of the race course. They're going to come off the corner and run down for the checkered flag. Where's Jimmy? There he is. He's right there on the outside. Jeff, bring him down.
All right, Guntersville, does the Terminator have it? Time running out. Jimmy Shane sees the checkered flag waving. Jimmy Shane wins it. Unlimited 1B, brought to you by American Dumpster. Jimmy King was second in the Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware, and Jamie Nielsen will come across the start-finish line buoy in the third position, and Miss Colleen
You find a home for yourself. What would you do now to protect it?
It's hard and takes patience.
Coming off the clock, 15 seconds, Jeff. Bring him down.
Thank you. You, Brad Kelly, no doubt early on the clock, and Vilwalk coming by him. We are now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, it appears to be a clean start. We're racing in Marshall County Tourism and Sports. Unlimited 2A, the boats to the outside had the best start, but we'll see who has the best real estate to the inside in turn number 1. Getting there first, that's Jeff Bernard, your leader. Vilwalk in second, Kelly in third, and it's a triple-decker.
Oh, boy, coming off the backstretch, just Bernard on the outside. It is Dave Vilwalk to beat confronting. He is on the inside of Bernard. Giving ground is J. Michael Kelly in lane 1. This is going to be a race out front between the 2 leaders. Jeff Bernard and the Goodman Real Estate. Here comes Super Dave. Super Dave is closed up on him as they get to the entrance pin in the corner. He's on the inside. Bernard's going to try and keep the speed up on him. There you see. Now he can hold Dave in tight. Gonna get real close up there, but plenty of lane space. And the Terminator is in this mix as well, Jeff.
Beautiful dueling here, side by side. A possible one-lap penalty will clarify through the race, but physically, Dave Vilwalk leads it by 3 boat lengths over Jeff Bernard and Goodman Real Estate. Jimmy King in third. Griggs Presents Miss Ace Hardware. J. Michael Kelly trails at the top 2 in turn number 1, working lap number 2. Vilwalk on the inside. Bernard is there. Brad, the 68-year-old, driving like a 28-year-old in front.
And he's got a youngster behind him on the outside. His rear view mirrors are full of black and gold of Jeff Bernard and the Goodman Real Estate. Now, all of a sudden, J. Michael Kelly is starting to make some noise in 4th place. He's got his eyes set on Jimmy King. He's running in some sloppy water back there, Jeff, but he is on the inside of the Terminator. We'll keep an eye on that one. Have you got word of a possible penalty?
Getting word on a possible infraction. We'll go ahead with the physical run. We'll watch the flags. Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2A. White flag is displayed for Dave Vilwalk. He'll accept it in the Miss Beacon Plumbing, walking it side to side. A Rooster Tail advantage over Jeff Bernard in second, and Miss Goodman Real Estate. Jimmy King in third, and Griggs presents Miss but Brad, J. Michael Kelly sneaking up the inside wake of the Turbinator. Vilwalk in front, the race is for third.
Down at the lower end of the race course, we'll keep an eye on that race back there for third. Where did Kelly go? Kelly went outside, and Kelly is down. J. Michael Kelly in the Miss Tri-Cities is down at the lower end of the race course. Now our boats are spread out. Dave Vilwalk in the U40, the Beacon Plumbing. He is up the backstretch physically on the water. It is our leader. We're going to keep an ear to the official radio here. What do you got, Jeff?
We're going to have possibility of two boats with a one-lap penalty. Brad will watch the flags. Fans along the shoreline, stand with us. Fans at home watching, stand with us. White flag is displayed. White flag. Dave Vilwalk has been issued a one-lap penalty in the Beacon Plumbing. Here's your winner of the Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2A, Jeff Bernard. And I think we got a one-lap penalty on the Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. So J. Michael Kelly will get second in the Miss Tri-Cities, a violation that we've not been told of, but one-lap penalties on Vilwalk and King.
Yeah, the two of them are still running hard on an extra lap. We're being told that is a possible penalty, and what the officials are doing now, as J. Michael Kelly comes across, they gave J. Mike the white flag. Not quite sure on that one. We haven't heard anything about that, but at the top end of the race course, Dave Vilwalk, what the officials are doing here is they are allowing them to run an extra lap in case they prove that there is an infraction. What do you got, Jeff?
For our fans along the shoreline and listening and watching at home, we went by the flags. We're being told possible one-lap penalties will have to go to the review stand after Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2A.
Hi, my name is Alina, and I would like you to give you a few reasons why you should consider dating a young Slavic lady.
Looking at the watch, we've still got 22 seconds to kill. Jamie Nielsen is just about to the exit pin. He's going to stay on that inside lane. We're inside 15 seconds. Jeff, bring him down.
By the timing marks, this looks good coming to the line. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. We're racing at Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited. Heat 2B, Jamie Nielsen was there first in the Miss Colleen. 3 unlimited hydroplanes in the turn to start is under review. It will involve the 11. Jamie Nielsen, your leader off the corner, but Brad Peabody and Shane is hidden.
Boy, Peabody and Shane are on the outside. There goes Jimmy Shane on the outside. The U1 to Hosley. Look at the powder blue rocket. And look at Corey Peabody. Corey Peabody also gets past Jamie Nielsen. Now, Corey Peabody is on the inside of Jimmy Shane. That may be our boat race. Top end of the race course, Shane. Got to leave 2 lanes open in there. I'm sure he'll drive him clean. This is where Peabody can make up some ground. Look how wide Jimmy Shane drove him. Staying very, very clean. Jeff, come down to boat 1 in the book.
Beautiful sight. Turn number 2 on lap number 1. Shane is powered on the outside. 1 complete, 2 to go. Shane leads it in Miss Home Street. make it a 3/4 Rooster Tail advantage over Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare. Jamie Nielsen in third in the Miss Colleen. We're getting word once again in this heat of a possible one-lap penalty on a participant. Shane comfortably in front.
He is comfortably in front, but Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare does not want to go. The 11 has jumped the gun. He has also dropped down. He at the lower end of the race course. The 11's out of it. Corey Peabody now looking at a tall order, even though he is on the inside of Jimmy Shane. I don't know that he's going to be able to run him down. Shane is sending a message up and down pit road, Jeff Ayler. I can put this thing on the outside, and you still can't beat me.
Jamie Nielsen has relit the Miss Colleen, running in third. Jimmy Shane looking sharp. And Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2B white flag displayed. 2 in the books and 1 more to go for Shane. Now making a tail and a half in front. And now Corey Peabody. Will he go to the outside wake of Shane? I believe he is. Nielsen remains in third. Final time around for your top 2. Home Street, blue and white in front. That's Jimmy Shane.
Jimmy Shane comes off the lower corner, got about 3/4 of a lap to go, and he will pick up another checkered flag, his second one on the day. If I can quote my good friend Jeff Ayler, I think shouting's over in this one. I think Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare will let Jimmy Shane in the Home Street go. Miss Colleen picks up the white flag. They've got 1 more to go. Top end of the race course, suddenly it's a 2 Rooster Tail lead. Jimmy Shane, watch this. He's going to stay wide. He's going to find lots of clean water. Goes out to about lane number 11. He was way out there on this one. Give it up for Jimmy Shane.
Checkered flag is waving. Here's your winner of Marshall County Tourism and Sports Unlimited 2B, Jimmy Shane and Miss Home Street. Second place will go to Corey Peabody in the U9 Lynx Healthcare. And Brad, I believe we got another lap and a half to go for Jamie Nielsen in the third spot in the U11. Miss Colleen, you got a little bit more clarification on the penalty coming up.
We're at 22, and they're approaching. They are. Watch on the outside. No, that's Nielsen there. Watch Jimmy Shane from lane 3 with a hole shot, Jeff.
Bernard is early by our timing marks. 10 seconds away. Explore Lake Guntersville, Heat 3A coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing in Explore Lake Guntersville, Heat 3A. Bernard hit the throttle right there at the last second. Leads the field in into turn number 1 and lane number 1. Bernard there first. Shane is actually second in lane number 3. Bernard in front. We got a deck-to-deck battle for second between Peabody and Shane.
Coming off the bottom end of the race course, Jeff Bernard. He was a little bit early on the start, but was able to get on it in enough time so he could get to the lower corner first, and he's holding that lead. It looks like 3 boats up the backstretch. There are 4 in second place. You've got Corey Peabody and Jimmy Shane in the Lynx Healthcare in the Home Street. Top end of the race course. Bernard running like a rocket, Jeff. He's really flying.
The start was good for H1 Unlimited. And Brad, will we have it? Yes, we have a triple-decker of turn number 2 in Explore Lake Guntersville Heat 3A, side by side by side. And now Jimmy Shane pulls out, and lane number 3 takes the lead in Miss Home Street. As we go back into turn number 1, Shane in front on the outside. Shane maintains that lead. Now Lynx Healthcare in second with Corey Peabody, Bernard in third, right off the corner. Shane powers in front.
Shane's out by about 3 boat lengths. It is Jeff Bernard has dropped back behind the 2 leaders. Now Corey gonna try and run down Jimmy Shane on the inside in that Silver Lynx Healthcare. This happened yesterday, and Corey was unable to get him. Remember, we said Corey Peabody needs points. He'd love to have 400. 300 will do him just fine, but he also wants to let Jimmy Shane know, I can run you down on the inside. Top end of the race course. Jimmy driving it really clean, Jeff.
Boy, beautiful turn by Corey Peabody on the inside. Exciting Explorer Lake Guntersville Unlimited 3A. Shane accepts the white flag in front, making a 5-boat length advantage over Corey Peabody and Lynx Healthcare in second. The race is for first in Unlimited 3A. Your top 2 in turn number 1. Now Shane extends it out, making 7 boat lengths, but Brad Peabody still driving strong on the pins.
He really would like to sniff those 400 points and run down Jimmy Shane. I don't know if he's going to be able to get him. He's sitting back by about a rooster tail. Jimmy Shane driving the U1. The Miss Home Street got a rooster tail on Corey. He's been driving him really clean. And Jeff, you know what we mean by that. When he comes off the top end of the race course, he needs to leave a lane for Corey Peabody up there. He's been giving him plenty of room.
A great day to begin the APBA Gold Cup at Lake Guntersville. Final turn, final lap for the top two. Jimmy Shane extending it out. 3A sponsored by Explore Lake Guntersville. ExploreLakeGuntersville.com. Checkered flag waving. Your winner of 3A, Jimmy Shane and Miss Home Street. Second place will go to Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare. Jeff Bernard had the best start of all in lane number 1, but fell back to third spot. Jeff Bernard third place in the 91 Goodman Real Estate. We don't want to forget about Jamie Nielsen. Jamie exiting turn number 2. He will come down to get the checkered flag. And Brad, I think there might be some damage on the 11. No, it's just the way the sun is shining on the forks of the boat. Fourth place to Jamie Nielsen and the Miss Colleen.
There's nothing more powerful than you, making your thing happen, really going for it, doing business on your terms, giving it your all, making a difference, and loving what you do.
They're going to be able to get a good run at the start. This might be real good. Coming up on 23, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Jeff, let's start. Heat 3B, presented by Explore Lake Guntersville.
I like the sequence. You need to be there at 15 seconds off the exit pin. Everyone was. The rooster tail rises. We are now 5, 4, 3, 2,
shoot speed Mike's got right now. The start is good. So the start was legal. The way they're running on the water is the way they are running legally from a start perspective. You can hear King. He is on the outside of J. Michael Kelly. He's in third place. But Jeff Ayler, the speed in the U40 Beacon Plumbing. Dave's got a rocket up there. He is walking away from JMK.
Bill Walk clearly in front, but we got a side-by-side battle for second. Bill Walk will come down to complete lap number 1 and Explore Lake Guntersville. Unlimited 3B, but here's your neck-to-neck battle for second, and the Turbinator pulls Kelly on the outside. Bill Walk clearly in front. Brad will watch this second place duel as they go into turn number 1. Kelly getting in the wake of Bill Walk in turn number 1, and King's got smoother water on the outside leg. Brad, they come up side by side.
Yeah, believe me, Dave Billwalk knows exactly what's going on behind him. He also knows that Kelly's got to get points, so he's leaving him as rough a lane as he can, and Kelly's having to run through it. Meanwhile, King in the piston boat. Great presents Miss Ace Hardware. Opened up about 6 boat lengths, all the way at the top end of the course, already at the apex. U40 Beacon Plumbing. Dave Billwalk showing an incredible amount of power. Kelly's got to stay after this, Jeff. Oh, and he hooked up there a little bit. He got loose and had to pull his foot. It's a tough one for Kelly in that slopping one.
It's all Dave Bill Walk and Explore Lake Guntersville. Unlimited Heat 3B, white flag displayed. One more lap to go for Bill Walk in front. But boy, what a performance by the Turbinator. Jimmy King in U3. Briggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. Right now, King in a silent second place finish. And the Go3 Racing team looking for their second place on the weekend. J. Michael Kelly remains in the third position. Brad, it's all Bill Walk, but let's keep our eye on King and Kelly for second.
Tell you, those guys from Evansville, Indiana, the red U3 Turbinator. Greg's presents Ace Hardware. They came to race. This thing's running really hard. Kelly is in a tough spot right now. He's running through a whole bunch of slop. He got caught in it at the top end of the race course. He got caught in the bottom end of the race course. Checkered flag goes up in the air. As you like to say, Jeff, final turn, final lap. Bring home Mr. Vilwalk.
Explore Lake Gunnersville Unlimited Heat 3B. 68-year-old Dave Vilwalk wins it in U40 Miss Beacon Plumbing. The second place finish for the weekend for the Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. Jimmy King in second in the Turbinator. Third place will go to J. Michael Kelly in the U8 Miss Tri-Cities. Right now, lane number 1, Jeff Bernard in the Goodman Real Estate. Corey Peabody trying to make a lane in lane number 2. Vilwalk in 3, King to the outside. They are at the exit pin at 15 seconds. This looks to be ideal. We are now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. We're racing. It appears to be a clean start. In Gunnersville Waterboard, Unlimited 4A, Peabody made a lane in there in lane number 2. We're going to turn number 1. Corey Peabody in front, but Bernard with the inside lane, and they just about touched, and they are deck to deck.
Coming off the corner, it is Jeff Bernard on the inside, and the guy with the best start of the heat, Corey Peabody, Lynx Healthcare. Got about 2 boat lengths on Bernard. Believe me, there's a bright orange boat on the outside with Dave Vilwalk behind the wheel. That's the Beacon Plumbing, and you can hear the piston boat, the Griggs Ace Hardware. Top end of the race course, it is Corey Peabody driving the Lynx Healthcare and showing some really good speed here. Bernard, can he make up some time? But watch up there, Jeff. Where is Vilwalk? There he is right there. He slides out. So here come the top 3 leaders here in our Heat 4A, presented by the Gunnersville Waterboard.
Corey Peabody putting it to the wood in U9 Lynx Healthcare. 1 complete, 2 to go. Peabody in front. And Vilwalk is flying on the outside in the Beacon Plumbing. We go back into turn number 1. 1, 2, 3. Peabody gets there first. Vilwalk is still in second, and Vilwalk is swung way outside in turn number 1. Brad Peabody, your leader. Bernard and Vilwalk side by side for second.
The start has been ruled good. Everybody is legal. Corey Peabody really moving, but look at the orange boat. Vilwalk starting to close. He's into the rooster tail of Corey Peabody as they approach the top end of the race course. Bernard's not out of this yet either. 1, 2, 3 at the top end. Oh boy, can Dave run him down? I don't know, Jeff. Corey's got a lot of speed, but Dave's coming hard.
Vilwalk swung way outside turn number 2, tightens it up, back up. Corey Peabody driving a whale of a race here in Guntersville Waterboard Unlimited 4A. The white flag is displayed. I'm surprised Vilwalk still got him to the wood. He's trying to chase down Peabody to get 400 points in 4A. Bernard in 3rd, King in 4th. Back in turn number 1. Peabody driving good there in lane number 1 in the Lynx Healthcare. And Vilwalk has cut it down to 7 boat lengths.
Here comes Dave on the outside. This is the white flag lap. The checkers will be hanging next time. Vilwalk's got to pull up alongside of Corey, and Corey is slowed down. Corey has lost power. He lost some power. He still got it on, but clearly he was slowing down. Vilwalk went by him like he was tied to a post. Dave Vilwalk, the U40 is a rocket ship.
Now we got to watch for the. No, Bernard is so far back. I don't think. And Brad, I'm looking at the monitor. I thought Peabody lost his front Bernard ring, but I believe it's still intact.
What's the race for 3rd, Jeff?
Dave Vilwalk, checkered flag waving. Here's your winner of Gunnersville Waterboard 4A. It's Dave Vilwalk in Beacon Plumbing. 2nd place will go to Corey Peabody in the Lynx Healthcare. Side by side for 3rd. The Turbine on the inside. The Turbinator on the outside. It's a drag race to the finish, and the Turbinator will get 225 points in 3rd. Jimmy King and the Griggs presents Miss Ace Hardware. Jeff Bernard
It's Heat 4B, presented by Guntersville Waterboard. Let's go racing. Final time to earn points before the final.
15 seconds. That's ideal off that exit pin to the start finish line buoy. It is Guntersville Waterboard Unlimited 4B. We are 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark, and we will call it physically. I'm certain the start will be under review. 3 unlimited hydroplanes flying into turn number 1 on lap number 1. Jamie Nielsen gets there first, Brandon, Miss Colleen, but Jimmy Shane is there on the outside. Surprised we've not seen him yet.
No, we haven't seen him yet. He's back about 4 boat lengths. Scott Rady, that Miss Colleen is running hard down the backstretch. J. Michael Kelly is giving ground to both of them. Where is Jimmy Shane? Jeff, he's back about 3 boat lengths, but that inside position paying big dividends for Jamie Nielsen in the U11 of Miss Colleen. You're going to see Jimmy Shane when they get to the exit pin. Where is he? There he is. Plenty of room there for both boats. Kelly falls back in the Miss Tri-City. Bringing the lap 1, Jeff.
Beautiful side-by-side dueling. Nielsen to the inside, Shane to the outside. We will come down to complete lap number 1, and it is a heater after lap number 1. But Shane gaining momentum on the outside in Miss Home Street. Nielsen will drop back to second and Miss Colleen. But no, Nielsen has popped his nose back out in front. Jamie Nielsen driving a whale of a race on the inside. Shane in second.
The start is under review, and if it is, I think it's going to involve Jamie Nielsen. But we call them the way they are in the water. There's the powder blue of Jimmy Shane. There is a potential penalty on one of the boats. We'll assume it happened at the start. We'll call them as they are in the water. That's what we do until it's official. Jimmy Shane, once again, rocking and rolling at the top end of the race course. He's been driving everybody so clean. Watch how much room he gives Nielsen. There's 3 lanes in there, maybe 4. So plenty of room. Jimmy's got it wound up. He will come down. White flag, Jeff, give it to him.
White flag display now. Jimmy Shane extends it out, make it 7 boat lengths. 1 more lap to go at Guntersville Waterboard Unlimited 4B. And now Nielsen back about 1 rooster tail in second in the Miss Colleen. And J. Michael Kelly remains in third in Miss Tri-Cities. But Jamie Nielsen, Brad, is not giving up. Shane has got some competition on the inside. They are side by side.
Yeah, Nielsen does not want to go away, and Jimmy gave it a squirt coming down the front straightaway, and he kind of moved out on Jamie, and Jamie said, I'm not going away. Keeping that left side rear view mirror full of chartreuse and royal blue. Miss Colleen, keep an eye on Mr. Kelly. Kelly is coming hard on the outside in third. Jeff, I'm going to give this to you now, but watch Kelly off the top end.
No doubt, Brad. Keep your eye on Kelly. Could he sneak up on Nielsen to get the second spot? We see the checkered flag waving. We're about to conclude Guntersville Waterboard Unlimited 4B. Your winner is Jimmy Shane. Here comes Kelly. Time is running out. Second place will go to Jamie Nielsen by 3 boat lengths over J. Michael Kelly in the Miss Tri-Cities. So Jimmy Shane wins Guntersville Waterboard Unlimited 4B. Nielsen, though, Brad, seems to be on charge a little bit more. I think the possible 1 lap infraction could be on this craft.
Yeah, I'm going to assume that they're asking him to take an extra lap while they review that start just in case, because that's what the penalty was.
I think when I won the Gold Cup, that was the crowning achievement of my whole life.
The unlimited hydroplanes, the powerhouses of boat racing, run for the Gold Cup. This is the one every man in boat racing strives to win. because this is the top prize.
Muncie came out of nowhere to take the lead. And Talent almost completely off the water.
The object? A small Tiffany Gold Cup that represents the pinnacle of achievement for the hydroplane racer.
Attention bargain hunters. Don't miss out. Here's a free backpack. Take it. It's yours.
Your lane is not assigned to you. That's what is being decided right now. The race before the race, Brad, to position your boat. Lane, you establish your lane prior to the start at the entrance pin of turn number 2. Right now, we are 225 away, still lots to decide.
Yeah, watch if nobody cuts the race course, and nobody is Dave going to come? He is. He is going to cut the race course because J. Michael Kelly was going to come off the top of the race course, and if nobody cut, he was going to put himself in lane 1, but Dave just came across, and now he's coming down the front straight away. What's the time, Jeff?
We are coming up on the 2-minute mark. 2 minutes, and Shane is down on power up in turn number 2. Brad, could that be a penalty? He is completely down on power. You can see the boat. It is nestled dead in the water just outside the exit pin of turn 2.
The referees are going to have to take a look at that because, and now he's firing it up again. But, oh, there are some rules about that one in the rule book.
But we'll go ahead and call it physically. We are now 125 until the start, 125 away. Here's Shane. We saw that boat dead in the water just outside the exit pin of turn number 2. 115 away, 115. Peabody in turn 1. Brad, there is Vilwalk. And right now he is trying to position his boat in lane number 1. We are exactly.
He's going to come.
1 minute from the 112th APBA Gold Cup. He's weaving back and forth,
he's weaving
Brad, to
back
kill time.
That's why you're seeing that wall of water come up. He's trying to kill time. Dave is way early up toward the top end of the race course. Then it's Corey Peabody coming up. Corey Peabody is behind him. Then here comes Shane. Here comes Bernard. And that's J. Michael Kelly with a pretty hot head of steam coming up there behind everybody. And then our trailer boat is Jamie Nielsen and Miss Colleen. The 112th running of the APBA Gold Cup. Here we go. Looking at the clock, we're inside 26 seconds. Oh my goodness, Dave is so early. Look how wide he's going up there to kill time. That's another question. Coming off the top end of the race course, this one looks like it's ragged. There's your 5 boats on the front row. Jeff Ayler, start our Gold Cup.
10 seconds away, the Gold Cup sponsor, Marshall County Tourism and Sports. We're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mark, we're racing in the final heat of the APBA Gold Cup here at Lake Guntersville. 3 up across the line, Shane, Kelly, and Bernard. We look up above, Jimmy Shane, your leader in Miss Home Street. J. Michael Kelly in second, but Brad Corey Peabody tightening things up in lane 1, Shane in front.
Yeah, a whole lot of boats coming off the corner. Good start. Everything is legal.
Kelly going dead in the water, turn 1.
Kelly is down. Now up the backstretch. It is Jimmy Shade. And he's opening up water on Corey Peabody. He's opening up a lot of water on Corey Peabody. Boy, this is going to be a case of somebody trying to overpay for the inside lane. Vilwalk got up there too late, had to move it all the way to the outside. But the boat that came from lane 2, Jimmy Shane driving to home. Oh, and Corey Peabody had to go through the rooster tail of Jimmy Shane.
We will come down to complete lap number 1, Marshall County Tourism and Sports. APBA Gold Cup, your leader, comfortably out in front right now, Jimmy Shane and Miss Home Street. Second place to Corey Peabody and Lynx Healthcare. Jeff Bernard in the 3rd spot, and Goodman Real Estate, and Vilwalk is still trying hard, flying in 4th and Beacon Plumbing. We go back into turn number 1. Shane remains in front, and Brad with Kelly dead in the water, that could cause a problem.
Keep an eye on Dave Vilwalk. He drove to the inside of Bernard down there. Vilwalk is trying to sneak up on Jeff Bernard. He's on the inside, 4th place. Now halfway up the backstretch, it is all Jimmy Shane. I'll tell you what, it's a rough boat ride for Corey Peabody. And here comes Dave. He's coming on the inside of Bernard. He's trying to run him down. He moved over after he start-finish line. He made a move to the inside, and Dave is not running. I thought maybe he was dropping down a little bit, but our leader is at the top end of the race course. It is all powder blue and white. It is Jimmy Shane.
We will come down to complete lap number 2. Once again, this is a 5-lap final. Jimmy Shane, 2 complete, 3 to go in the 112th APBA Gold Cup. Corey Peabody still charging hard in second position, and U9 Links Healthcare. Jeff Bernard, and Bill Walk just about dumped it right here in front of us at 4th. He's flying high. Brad Shane's still your leader, but Peabody is not giving up in second.
No, Peabody's running very hard. Dave is really loose. The last time down the front straightaway, he went to the inside. It didn't work. He's now on the outside of Bernard. But our race is up front at the lower end of the race course. Peabody closed up on Shane, but now Jimmy has opened it back up. Shane on lap number 3, up toward the top end of the race course. He's still leaving room in there for Corey Peabody, so see if Corey can make up some time at the top end. Shane is past the apex. He is to the entrance pin now. Peabody's moving to the outside. That's going to make it extremely difficult. And there we go. That is Dave Villwock has now moved into 3rd at the entrance pin to the upper corner, Jeff.
Lap number 3 complete. Jimmy Shane make it 2 Rooster Tail advantage over Corey Peabody and Links Healthcare in 2nd. Dave Villwock has moved into the 3rd position in Beacon Plumbing. Jeff Bernard in 4th, Goodman Real Estate. Jamie Nielsen 5th, and Miss Colleen. J. Michael Kelly dead in the water in turn number 1. Brad off the turn. Now Shane's lead. Getting a little bit more comfortable, but still work to do.
Yeah, he's got almost 2 Rooster Tails here up the backstretch, but this is the Gold Cup. You're not going to just give it in and let it go. So Corey's going to try and stay in that rearview mirror. We'll keep an eye on him. Our 3rd place boat is off the lower end of the race course. That is Dave Villwock in the Beacon Plumbing. Right now, Jimmy Shane has just got to keep the fire lit, keep his boat clean. Watch him at the top end of the race course, Jeff. He's not going to try and tighten it up too much. He'll swing out, bring him down to get the white flag.
Shane exits the corner. We do see the white flag in hand. Jimmy Shane, Marshall County Tourism and Sports, APBA Gold Cup Championship. 4 complete and 1 more mile to victory to break the tie between him and the legendary Gar Wood with 5 Gold Cup victories, 4th on the all-time list. Corey Peabody not giving up in 2nd. Villwock remains in 3rd. Brad off the turn. Shane in front. Time is running out for Corey Peabody.
It is time to pick our leader off the lower corner and bring him around to an apparent victory in the 2022 APBA Gold Cup on Lake Guntersville. He's halfway up the backstretch. Corey Peabody still stays about a rooster tail and a half behind him. There is nobody except Jamie Nielsen in front of of Jimmy Shane. He is at the top end of the race course, and Jeff Ayler, you have done so many times. Bring our winner to the Gold Cup line.
Final turn, final lap. Marshall County Tourism and Sports, APBA Gold Cup. Shane sees the checkered flag. Jimmy Shane wins his 6th APBA Gold Cup at the Lake Guntersville Hydrofest 2022 edition here in Guntersville, Alabama. Corey Peabody will get 2nd in the Links Healthcare. 3rd position will go to Dave Villwock in Miss Beacon Plumbing. Up in turn number 2, Jeff Bernard in the 2nd Miss Madison entry. Running in 4th in Goodman Real Estate. And Brad, that is the 3rd consecutive Gold Cup win for Miss Madison Racing, all driven by Jimmy Shane. 4th place.
He joins an elite group as 4th place. Sorry to step on you there, Jeff. You're talking about 3 in a row for the Shane. He joins an elite group of drivers to do that as Jeff Bernard comes across in 4th place. The Miss Colleen, the U11, will come down in 5th. Remember, all of our results are unofficial. The boats have to go through tech inspection. Jeff, what do you got?
Well, that's what we just got, and I knew we would get that. It's very unofficial. Brad, you and I have followed this sport for decades. I saw a couple instances in that warm-up period that could be a little suspect, but we'll just wait for official word.
Wake up.
Boats have to go through tech inspection. They have to review some things. We now have
This is footage of the 1973 Gold Cup, the 1973 Gold Cup in Tri-Cities, Washington. We will be running the old school boats from 1973. This video has no sound. No sound. It's just they redid the videos in color. So it's pretty cool that they did it that way in color. But I turned the volume up just in case there might be some type of sound that comes up. But yeah, you guys get to see most of these boats right here. Most of these boats, and all these boats actually will be coming to the game. All these boats will be coming to the game. They're just, gradually they'll be put into the game. And yeah, you got the red man there. Yeah. So sit back, relax, enjoy this footage for a little bit.
You know all the ingredients that go into your favorite
And
recipe.
we're gonna get to racing, y'all. We'll bring them to you. Bill Muncie, check that out, and we'll bring them to you. We're going to the 73 program. Go back. There we go. 73. And we just get to actually just run races because of the footage. It has no sound. So, and then I'm actually gonna loop this video, or actually I might try and find the Seafair one too. But yeah, we'll just keep this video going. You know what I'm saying? I like this one. I like it a lot. And since there's no sound, playback speed. Yeah, and then loop is on. Yeah. So we're good. So yeah, just enjoy the footage, and we'll be on the water momentarily. right, y'all. We're gonna look at that. Look at that. Look at this footage, y'all. Man, beautiful. You gotta keep that right up in the corner there, so you guys can see it still. And then we're gonna go, and we're gonna select that that Miss Budweiser right there. Yeah, the Miss Budweiser thing right there. Let's get it. Actually, and you know what we get to do? We get to pump this up just a little bit.
Mr. Walker. Oh, am I early?
Be dentist ready. Colgate Total Plaque Pro release.
I'll never forget those sounds.
The Miss Budweiser, the Miss Madison, the Pan Pack, the Atlas Van Lines, the Redman, and the Value Mart. Let's go. Value Mart first, Atlas second, Pan Pack third, Budweiser fourth. That's your boy right there. Miss Madison fifth and Redman sixth. Going into lap 5. Oh, let's go. Are we gonna get the full lap? Oh. Can we catch up to the pack? Value Mart first, Atlas second, Pan Pack third. Your boy in that Budweiser was fourth. Miss Madison was fifth, and sixth was the Redman. We're gonna race that one again. Oh.
Right now, get a free footlong at Subway. Order in the Subway app today.
Today, one of the best action movies ever made.
Hang on!
He's on digital.
Go, go, go!
Tom Cruise. You in?
I think we're gonna do, and I'm not just saying this. I think I'm gonna do I want to do an interview with my mentor, Skip Young, the hydroplane and raceboat museum historian. I wanna do a sit down interview with my mentor and just get his take on the sport and all that stuff. I really wanna do that. And I think I think I want to do that live. You know, I think I want to do that live. We're gonna be the Pan Pack, y'all. We're gonna go with the Pan Pack. Please like and share the channel. Please like and share the channel. Let me know what you think of the hydros, y'all. Let me know what you think of the hydros, the 2D hydroplane game. Your boy's name is on the game. Part of the team. You know, I got a lot of, you know, give a lot of input to the game. If they use it, they use it. If they don't, they don't. We talk about it. We create this and build this game together. So be looking out for 3 Amigos Gaming. 3 Amigos, Amigos. Always hydroplaning is what the AH should stand for. Always hydroplaning. And our slogan is gonna be tag. You're it, cause 3 Amigos Gaming, TAG. Yeah. All right, y'all. I gotta go after this race and go administer medication. Here I come, babe. Here I come, sweetheart. Be right back. Be right back.
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Cool.
Inflamed gums? Blame plaque bacteria. Help keep plaque from coming back. Be dentist ready with Colgate Total.
Breathe it in.
Before a jacket can become a Carhartt, it's got to earn its patch. A Carhartt jacket can't just be durable. It needs to be borderline indestructible. Unfazed by rain, sleet, and snow. Unbothered by frigid temps and whipping winds. Able to outwork the worst winters on Earth. Day after day, year after year. So whenever you do see a jacket with our patch, consider it a badge of honor.
Dad, tomorrow, can we go to the playground?
All right, we're headed to the playground.
Yeah, we're going to the playground.
Just doing enough to win. He is right now. The next stop on the HFC American Hydroplane Series is the Budweiser Cup from Seattle, Washington. Join us as the world's fastest race boats take to the course on Lake Washington, 2 miles in length with speeds in excess of 180 miles an hour. Join us for the Budweiser Cup.
This is the city of Seattle, home for many of the unlimited hydroplanes all year round. Unlimited hydroplane racing, the only major league sport until the baseball, football, and basketball teams came about. The famous Space Needle, a memory of years ago World Fair, still stands with this proud city. Architecture, you bet. The Kingdome, home of the Mariners in baseball, the Seahawks in football. On Puget Sound, the constant movement of ferries to go back from the islands to the mainland. This is Seattle, in the great Northwest. Sidewalk cafes, taste of the old, a blend of the new. This is Seattle, Washington, with the beautiful Cascade Mountains in the background.
Around 300,000 fans around this 2-mile oval on Lake Washington here in Seattle. Hello, everybody. I'm Jim Hendrick, along with Dick Crippen. And Dick, we've got a field of 16 that have qualified out of 17 boats on hand.
And Jim, we have to remind everybody, this is a very deceiving course out here. The water looks very smooth from the shoreline, but when you get out there, there are a lot of holes in the water out there. These boats will tend to get very light, and with the speed of this field, we've got to be on our awares at all times.
They have to watch now that the propeller combinations, the skid fin combinations, they've gone now from the last race, 2.5-mile oval, down to a 2-mile oval. The turns will be tighter, the chutes will be shorter.
And I think we have to remember, too, a lot of these guys are from the Seattle area, and they'd like to make a good showing in front of these hometown fans.
No doubt about it, we've got quite a show for you, so stay tuned. We'll be back with all the action from the Budweiser Cup here in Seattle after this timeout.
Over 300,000 fans have gathered here on Lake Washington in Seattle. Busy man down in the pits. He's with Jim Hendrick right now.
As if running one unlimited cab wasn't enough, Bill Wooster is a glutton for punishment, but you got your son in this one.
I sure do. It's his opportunity to get out there and give his old man a run for his money.
Okay, now you got Todd Yowley in the boat, but of course, your first inclination has to be that the Pringles goes because you're fighting for the High Point Championship.
That's right. Pringles is my boat. It's my interest, and that's the boat that's going to win the race, and that's the boat that we're going to get the World Championship with.
But you wouldn't mind if your son was up there, too?
As long as he's behind us.
Here's a good look at Jeff presents Mr. Pringles. It's Bill Wooster's boat as it gets ready for Heat 1A. Here's your lineup. U3 is the Seco Aviation Fuels Mitch Evans, the driver of that boat. Also the U4 Pocket Savers Plus, Stephen David. The U8 Mr. Pringles, we've been talking about that boat. Scott Pierce, the driver. Alan Bordermeyer's Mistro Light, the U9 Wheeler Baker driving, the U11 US West Cellular Todd Yarling is behind the wheel of that boat, the U20
he won the Eliminator out of Florida, Mickey Franklin.
And the action is about to start here in Heat 1A. Pocket Savers with Steve David takes the inside. Seco Aviation Fuel in lane 2, Strolight lane 3, US West Cellular, and on the outside, Mr. Pringles as they come down, Dick Griffin, to the start of this race.
Looks like they're a little bit early. Now you can see the Rooster Tails is starting to kick up. Look at the boats on the outside, especially the turbine boats. That's Cellular West right there in the center of your screen, and he's really kicking up the Rooster Tail high on the start. The gun sounds and off they go. Leading it into the turn will be Seco Aviation Fuel. Cellular West is on the outside. It looks like it's going to be a battle for first place as they come out of the first turn. Now, the interesting thing is Pringles got a late start. He looked about 5th in the start. Look at him move up. Scotty Pierce is already pushing that turbine engine boat up through the field.
He's trying to catch the number 2 boat, the US West Cellular, and of course, Mitch Evans, the surprising leader of the Seco Aviation Fuel, as they go down to corner number 3, turn 2, on lap 1 of Heat 1A.
So all eyes are on the Seattle driver, Scott Pierce. There he goes by West Cellular and just blows right by him. He's going to come up even Steven on the outside as they come out of the corner. There's Pringles on the outside, left hand of your screen. West Cellular is far from out of it at this point. Scott Pierce in Jiff presents Mr. Pringles, trying to grab the lead away from Seco Aviation Fuels. And Jim, there he goes, a beautiful job at driving.
He has moved from 5th place up to 1st in less than 1 lap and has done 112 plus mile an hour in rough water on this 2-mile oval in doing so.
As a matter of fact, as he came by on the outside of Seco Aviation Fuels, he did get a little bit light. He lifted both sponsons off at the same time. That could be a kind of scary experience. Look at the battle for second going on. That's West Cellular getting a little light out there. He had to back it down, and Seco Aviation came back up on the outside. Here is a boat going out, Pocket Savers plus Steve David.
And taking over in his position is the Strolight with Wheeler Baker. Here's your leader, Mr. Pringles, fighting some rough water because of the spectator log boom where the waves come right back at you. And Scott Pierce looking for 400 points at a first place finish. He's going to get it. The checker flag is out.
And look at this boat come down. He's holding it beautifully on the water. He had that 1 point in the entire race where he got both sponsons out of the water, but he brought it right back down, and here he comes home the winner. Chip presents Mr. Pringles, Scott Pierce, the driver.
From Lake Chelan, the second place finisher, Mitch Evans and Seco Aviation Fuel gave it a battle for quite a while. High attrition, only the Mr. Pringles and the Seco Aviation managed to finish this race, and here are your results. 400 points for Mr. Pringles, Seco Aviation Fuel, 300 for second place. Let's go to the pit.
Working for you. We'll pull a win out of it.
Well, there's no question they are in the hunt. Here's the hunt as it continues for Heat 1B. Oh boy, Alberto. George Woods driving that boat. The Hulset Miss Madison, a brand new boat. Michael Hansen will be driving this week. The Vantage Ultra with Larry Lauterbach, whom you just met. Also, the Miss Circus, John Prevost out of Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And the U100 Miss Rock is Jack Barry out of Seattle, Washington. Now, you've heard a lot about the turbine engines. Let's talk about this engine with a man who knows. He's with Jim Hendrick.
This is the Rolls Merlin, powered the World War II Spitfires for the British. And this is quite an old engine, Jim, but you seem to get the best out of it.
Well, we've been working with this engine for over 20 years, and I feel that it still has some power left in it. It's tough to compete with a turbine engine with the power they can produce, but it's a very consistent running engine, And our goal at the Alberto is to be out and run with the turbine and hold the turbine to its own, and maybe at the end of the day we'll be in the winner's circle.
As they come down for the start of Heat 1B, this is the Oh Boy Alberto in lane number 1, Circus Circus, lane number 2. Lane 3 is the Vantage Ultra. Lane 4 on the outside is the new Hulset Miss Madison, and that's with the new driver this week, Mike Hansen.
As they come down, look at Alberto with George Woods stepping it on with that Rolls-Royce engine. He's right up there on the start. On the inside is Circus Circus and a wild ride on the outside for Vantage Ultra with Larry Lauterbach. Our area view here, oh, look out, there's a mix-up right there on little tight quarters, and the left forward sponson of the Vantage Ultra kicks the right stern of the Circus Circus, but doesn't seem to bother him as he takes over first place down the back chute.
Circus Circus, John Prevost, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. There you see the second place boat, Oh Boy Alberto, and look on the outside, the Vantage Ultra. Larry Lauterbach is now trying to take away second place, and now he's going to try to come up on the outside of Circus Circus. That is the Vantage Ultra boat right there on your screen, trying to take over first place. He's riding in second clean right now. There's the Circus Circus leading the field.
119.3 mile an hour on lap number 1 for John Prevost, who is now leading the pack as he comes down for the second time into corner number 1. I think I noticed some slight damage on the left sponson to the Vantage Ultra.
Well, it's quite possible. We look there on the side that hit into Vantage Ultra on Circus Circus. We don't see any particular damage there at the moment. Circus Circus is certainly handling well out there in rough water. Johnny Prevost getting a bit of a bath over the boat, but no problem. He keeps the power on in that big turbine engine. He knows that he has got Vantage Ultra on the outside, and George Woods and Oh Boy Alberto keeps coming up on the inside of the turns with Vantage Ultra. So Larry Lauterbach has to look ahead to boat number 1 and keep an eye on this rearview mirror to the third place boat, Oh Boy Alberto. Look at this battle now as Vantage Ultra comes up on the outside. Larry Lauterbach is trying to get by, but he loses the rooster tail. Larry Lauterbach going dead in the water in the Vantage Ultra.
And he joins the Hulset Miss Madison, the Miss Rock, who are also out of this race, so attrition continues to be high here in Heat 1.
No problem at all for Circus Circus. The lead boat is out in front. And a little sign language there going out from Larry Lauterbach. I don't know whether he's wishing him luck or what, but at any rate, at this point, the checkered flag is out for Circus Circus. John Prevost takes the win in the pink boat.
Circus Circus winner, average speed 117.7. Oh Boy Alberto was second place. Two boats collided in corner number 1. What happened?
The problem is not going away. It never has gone away in 280s, which you're familiar with, and it's never gone away in 7 liters because we all run real close, and we're trying to get to that first corner first. And it's never going to go away with these unlimiteds now that the powers and the boats are all equal.
More action from Seattle, Washington after this timeout.
This game, you're not ready for it.
Unlimited hydroplane racing action, Lake Washington and Seattle, and Jim Hendrick has a very special guest with him.
Down here in the pit area, one of our newest hydro fans from HFC, Vice President Joe Jeffers. Joe, we're 2/3 of the way through the season now.
How about assessing the competition so far of what you've seen?
Jim, I guess the competition this year has just been outstanding. It's been anybody's race on anybody's race day. On top of that, I think the crowds, I think that's certainly worth mentioning. Everywhere from 575,000 people in Detroit to an expected 300,000 people here on the shores today. I think it says an awful lot for the sport, the growing popularity of it, and I think it says we're going to have a real strong wrap-up to the end of the 1988 season. I look forward to it.
We're getting set for Heat 1C here in Seattle, but now let's go to Minneapolis and a Mercury Marine update. Here's Chris Lincoln.
We're in Minneapolis, Minnesota for the 49th annual Aquatennial on the Mississippi River and the 5th round of the Mercury-sponsored IOGP Series. With only 4 races left to go.
Really excited about it.
We're ready now for Heat 1C. The Miss Budweiser will be in this one with Tom Deeth, the driver. Also in it will be Pietro's Pizza, the U5, Jack Schaefer Jr., Jerry Hopp aboard the Garrett Jackpot Foods boat, the U7. U77 is Miss Crab Legs, Rainier Beer, George Johnson, the Miller High Life, the U00, Chip Hanauer, the driver of the boat.
The Miss Budweiser, of course, tried to make it 3 in a row. The owner, Bernie Little, looking toward that here on race day. Bernie, as far as your power goes, we know it's Lycoming, turbine engines. What about fuel?
Oh, we run all Exxon products, Jim, and that's why we go so fast. But let me tell you, we're on a roll. We went for 5 in a row last year, and we're going to do the same this year.
Actually, your win streak stopped here this very time last year, and you didn't win another race until Syracuse this year.
That's right. We're going to change all that, and needless to tell you, we found out our problems last year. We've corrected them, and Miss Budweiser ought to be in there for a real, true victory.
Coming up to the start of Heat 1C with less than a minute to go. Miss Budweiser is in lane number 2. Lane number 1 is Jackpot Foods. Lane 3, the Miller High Life. Pietro Pizza in lane 4. And the Crab Legs boat is in lane 5.
There's all 5 of our combatants coming down toward corner number 1 at the start, and coming up fast is the Miller High Life, and right on the inside of him on the right is the Miss Budweiser, as Tommy Deeth takes the lead by about a boat length and a half over Chip Hanauer and the Miller High Life as they come down and dive into corner number 1.
And it looks like it could be a drag race coming out. We'll see if Tommy Deeth, who's running the shorter course on the inside, is able to pull that boat and pull the Miller High Life at the same time to take the lead and hold on to it. Miller High Life very close, trying to get him on the outside, but Budweiser has come out the leader and the clear leader on the back stretch here on Lake Washington in Seattle. So Tommy Deeth in the Miss Budweiser, and there you can see he's opened up a sizable gap, first and second. Miller High Life back in second place. Great shot as the Miss Budweiser comes out of turn number 4.
Average speed at the first lap, 128.6, about 9 miles an hour faster than the second place Miller High Life as they complete lap number 1. And a comparatively good ride for the Miss Budweiser. This 2-mile oval has been very rough today. They get the wash back off of the log boom where all the spectator boats are rafted.
And this is a good shot of the Miller High Life. This is the last race that boat will race without a canopy. Here's your battle for third place right now. Pietro's Pizza, the white boat, coming head on in the center of the screen as the boat holding on to third. That's Jack Schaefer Jr., who is out of Southern California. A good ride for this young man, and he's a guy that's been around a lot of unlimited hydroplane racing in his time. Pietro's Pizza holding on to third place in Heat 1C. But here's your leader, Tom Deeth, who incidentally got a great start. We have to point out that this is a flying start in unlimited hydroplane racing. These boats are over 160 miles an hour on the start easily. So when you get up there, that's a timed start. As the final second ticks off, the nose of that hydro is on the line. That's what happened to Tommy Deeth. He took the lead off of that start into the first corner, and he held on to it from there.
And that clock closes down the last minute from 60 seconds down to 1. If they go across that starting line before the clock completely goes 0, they're penalized an extra lap. A very dangerous maneuver to make a quick start right on the money.
It certainly could be costly, and we saw a couple of penalties assessed early in the season. A lot of the drivers still getting used to how these turbine engines spool up, and they get that power, and all of a sudden they're going, and they can't slow it down quite so fast.
Especially each course is different. Like last race was a 2.5 mile course. This is a 2 mile course, so there's a shorter distance between the number 4 corner and running down for the start at the starting line. They really have to do a lot of practice in the days preceding this race on this course. Your leader is the Miss Budweiser, and the checker flag is out for him as Chip Hanauer in the Miller High Life gives chase in the number 2 boat, but I don't think you'll catch him today.
I think he's satisfied to settle for second place to get his points in there for the final heat. That's where he really wants to let it all unload. Tommy Deeth in great position right now. He's got 400 points on the day. That'll set him up, certainly. He'll have another run later on this afternoon where he'll have an opportunity to increase that lead if indeed he can do it. Tommy Deeth, winner in the Miss Budweiser.
121.5 mile an hour average for Tommy Deeth. There's your results. Miss Budweiser first, followed by the rest of the field. Let's go down to the pits and Dick Crippen. Dick?
Another win for the Miss Budweiser, 400 points on the day, and that's the way to start it, Tommy. Get out there in front.
Well, I'll tell you what, it looked like it was going to be the final heat again, just like at Pasco. I drew Hanauer, so he keeps me clean, I'll tell you.
He does. He was trying to pull you near the end, but you seem to have the shoot speed on him.
Well, I kept him in my mirrors the whole race, and I just ran as fast as I needed to go in order to win. Keep the Miss Budweiser out front in points.
Bernie, we've been talking about this boat all year long, about the way it's been riding, and this race in rough water, that boat just hung in there.
Yeah, it really did. Well, Tom is doing the same good job that he's done for us all year, and you know, he says his good old lady's got a lot left, and he'll drive just as slow as he can to win.
More on the HFC American Hydroplane Series, the Budweiser Cup in Seattle after this. Time out.
We're back at Lake Washington in Seattle, Washington, and it's a beautiful, beautiful day for unlimited racing. Let's take a look at Heat 2A. Here's your lineup, the Miss Budweiser, driven by Tom Deeth. And we're going to see Pietro's Pizza with Jack Schaefer Jr. driving. Also, the Vantage Ultra, Larry Lauterbach. The Miss Crab Legs, Rainier Beer, George Johnson. And the Miller High Life, Chip Hanauer driving for Fran Muncie, the owner.
As they come down now, it's going to be the Miss Budweiser on the inside in lane number 1. The Miller High Life goes abreast of him in lane 2. Vantage Ultra in lane 3, and Pietro's Pizza on the outside. The Crab Legs does not start for driver George Johnson as they come down to the start of Heat 2A.
Tommy Deeth got off it on the Budweiser for just a moment, and as he did, Miller High Life even him up on the outside as the Vantage Ultra going into the turn. Miller High Life has the advantage, but he's on the outside. We'll see if Tommy Deeth can compensate for it on the inside with a lesser course and come up inside of the Miller High Life. At the moment, Miller High Life, Chip Hanauer is your lead boat. They come out of corner number 2. There you see Budweiser trying to close on the inside. They are on the back stretch for the clean run.
Here's your leader, Miller High Life, with Chip Hanauer in lane number 2. Chip has won the Gold Cup this year and the race at Detroit, while Tommy Deeth is looking for his 3rd straight victory. Goes inside and they pull abreast on corner number 4. They come down and complete lap number 1. It's the Budweiser taking over, and his speed is 131.4 for the 2nd place Miller High Life, as Tommy Deeth goes into corner number 1 for the 2nd time. Right on his hip, it is the Miller High Life.
He is riding hard, and the crowd of over 300,000 is responding, standing on its feet, cheering for its favorite boat. And boy, they've got quite a choice out there for the lead position. Tom Deeth holding in the Miss Budweiser. There's Pietro's Pizza, Jack Schaefer Jr. He is in 4th position. Jack out of Southern California. One thing we can say about all of the drivers in the boats this year, they represent just about every major quadrant of the country. Tommy Deeth in the Miss Budweiser from Fair Haven, Michigan. The boat is owned out of Lakeland, Florida, and is ported, if you will, out of Seattle.
Tommy Deeth in Bernie Little's Miss Budweiser still holds about a 2.5-second lead over the 2nd place Miller High Life, driven by Chip Hanauer. And Chip does not give up easy.
We'll have to see if he's exercising any sort of strategy here against the Miss Budweiser. Back in 3rd place is Larry Lauterbach in Steve Woomer's the Vantage Ultra. That boat with a new paint job on it this week. He's doing a fine job of holding it in 3rd place. Miss Budweiser, Tom Deeth is your leader.
2nd place here is Chip Hanauer in the Miller High Life. And as you said, Vantage Ultra with Larry Lauterbach is 3rd. Pietro's Pizza currently running 4th. The Miss Crab Legs for George Johnson did not start.
Yo. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming through, man. Thank you guys for coming through, for watching the stream. We got one in. We got a good one in. You guys go download it, man. H1 Unlimited website. H1 Unlimited website. You guys can go download this game for free. Scroll all the way down, and when you see Hydro 2D game, you can go and grab it. If you guys have any questions, you can definitely message me. I appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you guys so much. It's your boy Seattle Rick 206, aka That Boy Rick, aka they call him Slick. You guys have just witnessed Hydro 2D racing. Hydro 2D racing with a real racing footage twist, like only your boy Rick can bring it to you. So I appreciate you guys, man. I love you guys, man. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get it. Hit that Cash App for your boy, and I will holler at y'all soon. Peace. Keep it hydroplaning, y'all.